Welcome to Fit for the Long Run. I'm Joel, and this is the next episode in my Nerdy Runner series. And today we're going to be talking about the goals I have coming up, some of the things I did earlier. We'll talk a little bit more about the marathon I ran back in January, and then talk about the goals I have coming up. And a new segment is also going to be called Shirt of the Month, which is the shirt I'll be wearing. It depicts a certain race or something I've done in the past, and we'll talk about that as well. And then how to recover from how to get back to running after being sick. We'll talk about that as well. So it's been an interesting month for February. Now, one of my goals for this year is to run 2,025 miles in 2025, and in January I was kind of on track for that. I had 162 miles, ran 162 miles in January, which was about 7 miles off what I needed to be. So I figured I could catch up in February, but my body had other plans. I caught the flu, I think the second week in February, and so I was took off for a week because I just couldn't get out and do it, and it's kind of wore out, kind of tired and sick, and now I'm still trying to recover from that. So I guess the biggest takeaway from that is if you're sick, then listen to your body and make sure you're resting. And I did a 13-mile run last Sunday after being off for a week, and it wasn't my best effort. So I would say work your way back into it after you're sick, and don't try to do 13 miles right off the bat, because that didn't really work very well for me. I did finish it, but it's kind of really slow, and my legs were pretty much barking at me all day. It was just, wasn't good. So just make sure you're working yourself back in and working your stamina back up, and doing those things that you need to be doing as far as that goes. So I've been sick in February, so I'm kind of down in mileage this month. I think I've only got like 43 for the month so far. I do have some more runs scheduled this month, obviously, until the 28th. I'm going to try my best to get 120 miles, and then see where I am from there. I know I had a couple of bad months last time I did this in 2023. I did, but it was later in the year, and it would have been harder to recover. So I've got time to recover since it happened in February, but I've got to make sure I get back on track in March. Finish strong in February, get back on track in March, and then hopefully by the end of April or May, I'll be back. Should be back on track as far as my mileage goes. So I'm trying not to overdo it to get back to where I need to be. I'm just going to take the mileage as they come, and see if I can get back on track by the 5 or 6 month mark. So that's kind of where we are with that. And I've got some more goals coming up this year. I do plan to register for the Adobe Challenge in April. That Adobe Challenge is not in April, but the registration is in April for the January race next year. Adobe Challenge, if you don't know what that is, it's a race at Walt Disney World where you run the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, and the full marathon on consecutive days, 48.6 miles. And I did it back in 2023, and this is actually the hat right here. The finisher hat for the marathon right there is a Mickey Ears hat that I got after I finished the marathon. We have some videos of that. Maybe we can link to the video. Maybe we can link to a video where I did the Adobe Challenge. Because I did all 4 races on consecutive days. It was pretty fun. Getting up at 3 a.m. every morning is not fun. To be over at actually 2 a.m. to be over at Epcot by 3:30, 4 o'clock, because the races start at 5 a.m. every day. So that's probably the hardest part, is getting to bed early enough and getting up early enough to make sure you're getting enough sleep for that. So that'll be coming up. Registration will be coming up in April. We'll be looking forward to that. I am still planning to run the ultra marathon in in December. It's forgot what the name of it is, but it's in December, somewhere around Jacksonville, and it's a 50-mile ultra marathon. And hoping that I can get back to getting my legs back under me, get my mileage back going up, and be ready for that come December. So that's coming up as well. And then I want to talk about the shirt of the day, right? Shirt of the month right here is the Houston Half Marathon and 10K. I think this was the first year that I ran it. It was October of 2017. I ran this, I think almost every year we were down there except 2016, because I didn't really run much in 2016 once we got to Houston, because we were kind of working too hard once we got down there. But I did start running again in 2017. And I think this was the first 10K I did down there. At least I know this was the first one I ran of the Houston Half, which is put on by the Houston Striders. And this was the first one I did. This is the first T-shirt I got for the Houston Half Marathon. That's not the half marathon that runs what?
Consecutively?
No, it runs not consecutively, one after the other. They run together. Concurrently. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not the one that runs concurrently with the Houston Marathon, the Chevron Houston Marathon. That's their Ramco half. The Houston Half Marathon is running in October, and it's kind of a lead up to that. It's put on by, like I said, it's put on by the Houston Striders, and it's run downtown. It's a really fun race, and I really enjoyed running those. I think I set my 10K. I ran the 10K the last year we were there, and I think I set my 10K my 10K record PR there at the 10K at the Houston Half Marathon and 10K. So yeah, this was that first year I ran that, and so we'll do a different shirt every month, and kind of get you some history of the things I've done, places I've been, the races I've done, and kind of bring up the past a little bit so we can look forward to the future. I think that's going to do it today. Drop me some comments below and let me know how you come back after you get sick, or after you have some downtime, or anything like that. Just drop me some comments below and let me know how you recover and start getting back to your exercising routine after being off for a few days or weeks. I'd love to hear those comments below. Maybe it'll give me some motivation as well. Maybe give some other people some motivation. But it's time to get back to it. And that's going to do it today for the Nerdy Runner series. I'm Joel for Fit for the Long Run. Don't forget, it's the long run. Give yourself a little grace.